What is going on, guys? Welcome in to another live stream, the first one of 2026 for me. It's good to have you guys in here. Blind Fury, nice and early. Oh, what did he say? Oh, sweet. Oh, I thought he was calling me sweet. I missed you. I missed you too, Blind Fury. Hopefully you're still in here, man, because I'm pretty sure these messages are super old. The Cursed Abyss says, hey, what's going on, man? Chili says, about to eat dinner, but we'll have it on in the background until I can join. Well, I appreciate you having it on anyways, man. Also, I want to know what's for dinner, man. I haven't eaten yet. All I've had is this coffee, so I need to know. Cursed Abyss says, man, I'm so excited for GTA 6. Me too, man. Stevie Wonder Kid's in here. Let's go. Good to have you in here, man. Guys, I've just realized I've forgotten to turn the air conditioner on. I'm super hot already. I'm super hot. Give me a minute, all right? I won't be long. I won't be long. Drew, good to have you in here, brother. I pushed the wrong button. I'm back now. I'm back. Caden. Hey, Bagden. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. I can't believe I made you a mod in here. Blind Fury says, yay, be right back screen. It has been updated back to default. Christmas is over. Christmas is gone. But anyways, guys, what's going on? How we been? Looking for an excuse to use your screen. That is true. There are times where I don't know. I feel like I should. Just because I love the screen. I mean, look at it. It's good. It's good. Okay. The music keeps restarting every time I do that. But anyways, hopefully everyone is doing good. It's been a busy start to the year. I was working on the video. The problem with the female protagonist in GTA 6. Hopefully everyone in here has watched it so that everyone understands my point of view with the story. Obviously, it was a little bit clickbait. I got people in with it. You know, that was the idea. The idea behind it was to have people look at that and think, oh my god, I can't believe this guy is actually saying this. Like, I got Caden. I know I got Caden pretty good. And then when you actually watch the video, it's the complete opposite. I don't have an issue with Lucia at all. I think she's going to be great. But the issue is, a lot of the people out there, man, they're either gooners or they're just downright disrespectful, man. Some of the comments, I think we're going to go through comments as well in this stream because there are so many. And if you guys know me, I like to respond to every comment if I can. I don't like, you know, the idea of people, you know, taking their time to write something, put it out there and it doesn't get seen by me. I feel like I need to respond. But there are so many foul comments on there. They're so nasty, man. They're so mean to me. And people, I've been called like in politics, I'm far left or something like that. I'm like, no, I'm not. What? How have you come up with that? Other people have called me sexist for it, and I'm wondering if they even watched the video, because I am very clearly not. I defended Lucia. Someone was complaining that I said, why did you feel the need to say that there are great female characters? I'm like, because there are? How's that sexist? But, God, if you guys could see some of the comments we're going to go through, it's just insane. Drew says, still homeless and living in my car, brother. It was my 25th birthday yesterday. Drew, you're homeless? I knew you were talking about it. I didn't know that it actually happened, bro. That sucks. Hopefully your spirits are high, man. But feel free to hit me up on Discord, brother, if you need a chat or anything like that. That's not good. I hope you can get back on your feet soon, man. But I've always thought about living in my car too. Maybe you could make the most of it. Go and travel if you can. You know, I don't understand your complete circumstances and all that, but try to make the best out of a shitty situation. You know, you don't have a house, you don't have rent to worry about. All you got to worry about is filling up that tank, man. You could go travel, sleep somewhere new every night. Try and think of the positives on it, you know? But again, yeah, message me if you need anything, man. All right? Caden says, that was a great video. Thank you very much, Caden. It was a good one. Videos with nuance terrify people. Dude, it terrifies the advertisers as well. I was just looking at the statistics on it. I'm like, I feel like this video should have earned a lot more money. And I checked it. And the RPM on it is really, really low. And Sav searched up the reasons why that could be, and one of the reasons were the video topic. If it's a controversial video, advertisers might not be keen to, pay money for it. I'm like, wow. So my video was too controversial, advertisers were scared of it. So that's unfortunate, because it's almost at 50k views. I'm thinking, yeah, this should be good. This will help me, because I need it, man. But whatever. I'm still happy that the video done well. It's definitely my most disliked video as well. But I don't know. I stand by it. Cursed Abyss says, you see it all the time in gaming. If there's a female lead in it, people just call it woke. I agree. It's like every piece of media that has a female in there, it's just instantly labeled as that. And people hate it before getting the chance to actually experience it, which is what's happening with GTA 6. People haven't played it. People don't know the story. We're just assuming based on all the other games that are happening around us. And then there are comments where people are just assuming that I think all female leads are good, and that's not true. That's so far from the truth. If you guys hear me in a Discord voice chat, you'll know my real thoughts on it. But obviously, you got to dance around it a little bit for YouTube so you don't get cancelled and have to make an apology video. But I think a lot of video games, TV shows, they force that shit into our throats, man. You just be sitting there watching a TV show and something pops up on screen. I won't say what, but something pops up on screen, that appeases that crowd. And you're like, man, this sucks. I kind of don't want to watch it anymore. And then there are games where you're like, oh, the idea of this game looks sick, but the character looks like shit, man. It's so forced, but it happens so much, and I don't like that at all. But when everything I've seen about Lucia doesn't make me think, yeah, she's going to be bad. She's only in the game for the sake of being a woman, for the sake of, ticking a box. I don't think that's the case. If it were the case, I would be speaking about it, because I don't stand by that at all. And you guys should know that. But man, some of the comments are just wild. The Lapa, welcome in. I just started seeing the video. Hopefully you like the video, man. I think it's a good one. My guess is that it's based on the comment section. Yeah, the comment section is just mental. When I get negative comments that are really, really bad, I do delete them. But in this case, I'm like, nah, maybe I should keep them all up there. But we should go through the comments. Any of you guys want to have a little peek through them? Because I think that'll be fun to go through. Let's do it.
Use code BAB at checkout for 10% off gamer subs, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Sav. Thank you very much for that. What a man. What a man. All right. Let's get it up on screen. That's GTA Guesser. We're going to go through comments. I'm going to have to zoom in so you guys can see. Still doesn't look like it's zoomed in enough. Oh, yuck. Hang on a minute. Can you guys read any of those? I'm just looking at it on my preview screen and it still doesn't look that good. Oh, and then it changes my live stream thing as well. That's interesting. Okay. Maybe I'll just screenshot them and then zoom in when I find one. All right. Actually, I'll zoom in a little bit, and then if they're good ones, I'll take a screenshot, and then we can zoom in on it. I want to read the comments on my live stream a bit better. I really didn't plan this ahead. When I zoom in, it butchers everything. That's true. The whole thing seems pretty forced. Yeah, a lot of them are pretty forced. If I zoom on my phone, I can read them. All right. What I'll do when we get up to a good one that I want to read, I'll take a screenshot. I'll put it here. Whoops, I butchered it. Like that. Or what I could do is go... Give me a second. I need to find where my folder is. Scene setup. Not that one. Like that. We're just going to zoom in. Oh, that's good too. That'll do it. What an unprofessional streamer. Who doesn't have this sort of stuff set up already? You know? I wouldn't be surprised if you guys click off right now. Okay, so we got these here now. Should be much larger. Perfect. Perfect. All right, we're going to read it like this. I'm going to have to find another way to read chat. Unless I just full screen it. I'm going to pull the chat up on my phone. Do. See, I should have used a B-roll back screen for this, shouldn't I? That would have been a good idea. Why is the stream not open? Why am I watching an ad on my own stream? All right, we got it now. If I zoom on my phone, yeah, I read that one. Braden Davis, good to have you in here, man. Is it my favorite Australian? I think it is, man. What's good? All right, let's get through some of these comments. So I'm just going to read them out. We'll find some good ones. This is just funny. Tracy Lester, I'll just give that a heart. I'm wondering if it'll work, honestly. Will it be like 5 and we can switch between the guy and girl at will? Or at the start? No, that's not a bad one. I'm for once happy to have a female co-lead in the game. If done right, each gender can choose to play. That's a good comment. Don't worry about that one. Don't worry about that one. I'm very intrigued to see how they're going to handle Lucia. Me too. The only issue with it is the ones people create. That's a good one, Victor. Ezio, my lord, says it's going to be weird seeing a woman killing SWAT and military members. To be fair, Michael and Trevor were out of shape. Old guys, as well as GTA Universe, is kind of like that. So what's the issue then? Red Dead 2 has to be Rockstar's wokest game. The Vanderlyn gang is the more diverse than my neighborhood. There's never been an outlaw gang recorded in history like the one depicted in that game. Not to mention the main mission where you have to escort a protest for women's suffrage. You also can't help but notice how spiteful Arthur gets with everyone in camp, except for the women and darker skinned members like Lenny or Sadie. That's mental. This guy, you're just filling the 10-minute mark, dude. This guy doesn't understand how YouTube works. You don't need to hit 10 minutes anymore to get more ads in the video. You need to just hit 8 minutes. Should we tell him that? You only need 8 minutes to get mid-rolls, dude. He'll love that. Can't wait to get my hands on. You know what? Surely there's. Let's go into my held comments. The real issue is there's never been an ounce of gameplay, and the game's been delayed just like Cyberpunk. But you're all too stupid and blinded by clickbait hype to see that. Hope this game Who would hope that the game crashes? Just what you all deserve for falling for it. That's insane. Who would want to play as a woman for 20 hours? From Andy Pants, the most sexist thing I've heard from that Cuba. Is that a bad comment? Oh, no. Where are the good ones? You play independent free woman and Chad cuckolds that listen to everything she says. She's definitely going to be modded naked almost instantly somehow. Obviously, it happens with every single game. It's a girl boss agenda, dude. I want to see a dude. And you know who wants a girl? No one, bro. This game is based on a man. Jeez. Dude, so many. So many bad comments in here. People are just vile. Kid Colt, bro, didn't even read my masterclass of a comment. Did you have a comment, Colt? I don't know, because I'm not actively scrolling through all these, so I'm losing, good comments in here. I want to find... There was one that popped up on the side. I think he was replying to people. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here we go. This guy called me cringe. I don't know if you guys can see this up in the top corner. I'll read it out. Actually, screenshot, make it bigger. Oh, actually, it says read more. Read more. Boom. Make it big. This guy says, cringe, why would you need to point out great female characters in the first place? There's plenty of great characters in every video game. In every video game year. Weird. Some are male, some are female, some are even robots or aliens. There's no need to bring your sexism into this. What does he mean by that? Me saying there's great female characters out there? How's that sexist? At all. That comment makes literally 0 sense. Drew says, I would love to play as a woman. It'll be different for the GTA 6 community. I agree. Cursed Abyss says, for those who think GTA 6 will fail, I bet this game will win Game of the Year and win all the awards too. I agree. Riaz says, hey Bav, welcome in, man. Why were you watching that, Bav? Naughty man. Why was I watching what? What'd I do? Someone commented about a National Women's Day pick and people were saying it was Rockstar's work for. I did see that one actually, Stevie. I did see that one. Am I watching something on here? Oh, you talking about this? Blonde Blazer's fine, man. I'll die on that hill. She's fine as. But yeah, seeing that comment, Stevie, people were like, what about the other photos? It's just crazy. These people made Red Dead 2. Do they not understand that? Red Dead 2 is definitely one of, if not Rockstar's best story they've ever told. And people are still doubting them. Sure, I get it. You know, I don't like looking at blue-haired people either. But truth is, they made that game. Cole says, I saw your For You page. Yeah, it's good. My For You page is good. It's tailored for the best. And GTA 5 came out 12 years ago. That is crazy to think about. It came out so long ago, man. Braden Davis says, it makes 0 sense because he has one brain cell. Absolutely. Colt, we've also got people trying to do the Charles Chatney painting dude. We got to make a part 2 to this video, I think. Still so many doubters in the comments. You do realize anything in the HD universe is connected? You need to dig deeper and you didn't do enough research. We've been playing this game for 13 years now. What do you fucking mean? The universes are not connected. There's a place called New York and there's a place called Liberty City. They do not coexist. And anyone that says, yeah, they coexist, how? Why? Why the fuck would they coexist? It makes no sense. Oh man, some of these comments are just crazy. Yet we have a female protagonist in GTA Online. Make that make sense. Shit's going to be so mid, not because of Lucia, and the Rockstar fanboy is going to call it peak. I can't wait. Dude, what if the game actually is really bad? That'd be hilarious. That's sexist, dude. Yeah, this one here. How am I sexist? Did you watch the video? Did you watch it? What's up, Bav? What's going on, Cody? Welcome here, man. If we have any doubts, let's focus on Red Dead 3 now. Red Dead 3. I don't know what I would want for Red Dead 3. I just hope that Rockstar don't bounce between GTA and Red Dead for the rest of the time. They've got so many other cool IPs, and they could even make a new IP. I don't know why they don't. Hope Prone makes the cut bad. Let's see if it does. Colt says, bro, chill, I'm taking the not enough research criticism way better than you thought. That's true. You're the one that done it all. This take is wild. At 8:10, I said that Sadie's a really well-written character. This person doesn't agree. To be honest, Sadie isn't really that well-written, or rather, Arthur around her isn't well-written. There are characters Arthur dislikes, or at least distrusts because they're impulsive, blah, blah, blah. This person just doesn't like Sadie. There's more comments that are like that, not that particular one that I was mentioning. I'm excited to do upskirts to Lucia, mental. Same guy says, it doesn't really matter. The people that are angry about a girl not being sexy are far more greater than the trans community. I mean the other side, which is like 3%. I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about there. My only criticism is that her love story might make it weird. Her love story. Jason's in love too. I mean, Franklin was in love with Denise. He had a little bit of love story there. It didn't work out too well. Trevor had one with Patricia. Michael had one with a few ladies of the night. Oh man, so many comments. So many mental comments. People are just cooked. If you guys want, take a read through my comment section, and they're just mental. They are just mental. But let's put this back on. And actually main screen. Let's go back to the main screen. We're back. Let's do this.
Code BAB at checkout for 10% off gamer subs, by the way.
Oh, shameless plug. Thank you very much for that, Sav. Thank you, sir. Alright, let's get back into the comments properly. But people are always going to try and rage bait you into falling for what they are saying. They're just a bunch of people who aren't saying anything much of value. Exactly. All these comments are just so strange. So strange, but like it's every day. It's every day. I feel like some people would cave and just delete the video, but I don't care. I don't care at all. Only issue that I have is that now it makes it harder for me to find genuine comments because I don't feel like reading every single one of these. But is what it is. Where am I up to in chat? I wonder when they're going to port Red Dead Redemption 2 for PS5. I hope sometime soon because I really want to replay that. Same with GTA 4, whatever they're planning on doing with that. They need to get it moving. That's what they need to do. I'm just going to have a quick sip. I need to make sure that coffee doesn't get cold. Colt says, she isn't though. Most of us in Red Dead Wiki agree that Sadie is heavily gloated for no reason. She's a B player, not an A player. Colt doesn't like Sadie. Why didn't you share these opinions earlier? I think her story arc's really well written, to be honest. I thought you would have agreed, but I think her story is really well written. Like, she starts off, with nothing, losing her husband, mourning, and then you slowly see her change. If you, interact with her, at the camp, and you just see her, you watch her journey. I think it's really well done. So I think Rockstar can make a good female protagonist. Blood Rainer says, Sadie is fire. We need her standalone story, kind of like Liberty City stories. I would have loved that. Towards the end of the game, I would have loved it if they went and done a spin on either Sadie or Charles, both of them. I think we're set up for a really interesting story to be told that never happened. Riaz says, why are people so quick to judge GTA 6 when they haven't played it? People said the same crap about Arthur Morgan and look how things turned out. Exactly my point. Exactly my point. Everyone, if you go, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to pull it up on the screen. Give me 2 seconds. Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer. And let's put that on. Let's go official trailer 1 and 2. We'll start with the first one. Where are the comments? It's either on this one or it's on the second one. Here we go. There's one. In 2016, Arthur, but I want to play as John. In 2020, I learned so much from someone who never existed. Roger Clark can never be appreciated for his portrayal. Never appreciated enough. So many people. I think it's in this one. Remember when everyone hated the idea of playing as Arthur Morgan? 63,000 likes. People were not keen for him. Everyone really liked John Marston and didn't want to move on. And then the game dropped and it was the best one. There's another comment. Arthur easily sits at the top of my list of favorite game protagonists. We were all dumb back then. See, everyone goes back on their word. Who is this generic cowboy? I want John Marston. Me after I finish the game. Pain. But so many people didn't want it to happen. And then it did, and they loved it. God, you guys going quick. They've lost their minds, but I agree, Drew. Braden says, the only thing I know is that the game is going to be great. It is a Rockstar. It's Rockstar we're talking about. Exactly. Rockstar haven't missed yet. Someone said that, what about the Definitive Edition? I'm like, yeah, okay, that's not Rockstar, that's Grove Street Games. Fair enough, maybe Rockstar should have overseen it a bit better, but that's Grove Street Games that fucked that up, not us. Well, not Rockstar. I'm saying it like I work at Rockstar. Exposed. Who is that bald guy shouting out gamer subs? What bald guy? This one?
Code BAB at checkout for 10% off gamer subs, by the way.
Dude, Sav's got more hair than me. Caden says, Bab, do you have big plans for a face reveal? No, I actually don't. I don't have big plans for it. It's just it'll happen. All right, Caden, it'll happen one day. I reckon give it 6 months. I think you'll probably have it. All right. Colt says, I didn't say anything because that's my opinion and that's how it should be done. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. There's no argument to be made. I just didn't like Sadie's overall story. That's fair enough. Riaz says, GTA and Red Dead are in itself are not like any other game. Not saying that Rockstar does everything right. However, there are things that Rockstar games get wrong, and sooner rather than later, the game's going to die out. That's going to be a sad day when it happens. When the games eventually do die out. It has to happen. Hopefully not in my lifetime, but, you know. M1 Zetro, I missed your comment earlier. Are you going to look at the earning call on February 1st? Probably not, man. I'll just, you know, read the recap. They're nothing too special to me, to be honest. Star, welcome in. It is good to have you in here. Hey, Bav, do you think February will be anything? Also, you're still getting negative comments on your video. Yeah, I'm still getting negative comments. Then they're not going to stop. It's funny, though. It's engagement. It's free engagement. I'll take it. But as for February, in regards to like GTA 6 news, I don't know when to expect GTA 6 news. I really don't. I don't have any predictions. Don't have any theories. I hope we get something soon. I do, because I'm sick of waiting. I really am. And then now with, what's that dude's name? Jason Schreier, talking about how it might be delayed. Whatever that article was, I'm pretty sure it was taken out of context and just people ran with it. I'm not too familiar with it. I don't know. I don't think I care too much about GTA 6 news unless it comes from Rockstar now. Are you going to put a release date countdown up? I think I will. Sav actually gave me a countdown. I wonder if I could put it on here right now. I don't think I got it downloaded. Sav actually coded a countdown for me to use on my streams. He's also done the bar that you guys can see down the bottom with the members. He made that. And he made me one too. So massive shout out to Sav. I'm pretty sure all you guys are here from Sav, but big love to Sav. Always helping out. Me and him, we just hang out in the chat and just, you know, we spin ideas off of each other. We go through thumbnails. We go through scripts together. It's so fun. It's such a good time having someone to like sit there and go back and forth with. Someone that like does the same thing as you, you know? It's cool. You got a friend in me. That's what it feels like, man. That's what it feels like. Curse Abyss says, I love my horsey and my horsey loves me. That one. What's the other Arthur, the Red Dead meme thing that I'm thinking of? I think it's the Squid Game one. Arthur Morgan Squid Game. Search that one up. That's a good one. Nicholas, welcome in, brother. Hey, bro, I love your vids. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. What's your favorite video? Because I got my recent one. I think my favorite video that I've made, I think, is the Stephen Ogg is Misunderstood video. I really like that one. Shout out to Kid Cult for helping with that. Can't wait for the face reveal. So cool, mate. It'll come, man. It'll happen. Alright? Because when GTA 6 drops, I want to be on camera. I think I want to cosplay as Cal Hampton, man. I want to do it. I think that'll be hilarious. Colt says, but how are we liking the Clint Eastwood movies marathon so far? Dude, I'm enjoying it. I need like a movie for every night to watch. Because if I'm not watching that, I'm watching a TV show. But yeah, Richard Jewell, that was a really good movie. I just trusted your judgment as well. I didn't watch any trailers on any of them, so I didn't know what was going to happen. But yeah, both of them were really good. The two Clint Eastwood ones, I enjoyed them. I need more. One Clint Eastwood that I watched was Gran Torino. We watched that in school, and I had to research that. I reckon it was just because the teacher wanted to play the N-word in school. You know, those teachers, I reckon they secretly love it. Like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it. I had a teacher once, we were reading a book and we're going through it, and we all get up to that one word, the N-word, and he says it, and he's like, guys, it's historically correct. I'm going to say it for the book. And I'm like, okay, well, you've ruined the flow of things now. It sounds like you just want to say it, you dickhead. They give it away. They give it away too easy. Star says, I still think May, to be fair, but yeah, do you know what? May could happen. Maybe on May 26th, you know, the date it was meant to happen. Was it May or March? I've forgotten now. Yeah, May 26th. I've already forgotten. November 19th is in my brain now, but I think that's a possibility. We have nothing to talk about. Exactly. Exactly. When I go live, it's a debate. Do I stream a game, or do I put it up and say, let's talk about GTA 6? Because when I stream games, people just tune out. I don't think everyone really cares about watching a game. But when it's a GTA 6 convo, it still pulls people in. So it's such a spot to be in. I just hope we get something new to talk about. Colt says, and how's the upcoming video going? It's... I haven't really done too much, to be honest, Colt. I've got your script that you've given me. I've got my script as well. I need to merge them in a way, because there are parts that I need to, blend in there, so it's not just solely written by you. But I got that, and then I got a bunch of ideas as well for my next few videos. So I really need to start getting to work on those. I'm somewhat distracted by watching movies and playing Cyberpunk. And I guess streaming as well. I could have, spent a bit of time towards script writing, but yeah. Tomorrow, I will not be very active, and the next day I won't be very active. I've got to go on a road trip, so I'm going to be very far away from my PC. I'm going to miss it, but if anyone wants to rob my house, it's probably a good time. No one be here. But yeah, anyways, this week's pretty busy. I think I'm going to get back into the swing of things like writing this weekend, and then aim for maybe a midweek release next week. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Riaz says, look at what happened with Saints Row, the reboot. I've watched so many videos saying people saying who the game was made for. Ah, yeah. Like Rockstar isn't violation. Is that how you say it? Yes. Changed the game so much. Dude, the new Saints Row looks horrible. Horrible. No wonder it flopped. WSAV. Do you think we could get pre-orders as early as February before the earnings call? Probably not February. I feel like that's super early, right? Like, there's a possibility, yeah. I feel like it feels way too early, though, man. But, I don't know, maybe like May-ish. Or even March. I could do March. Bro, I'll be devastated if it gets delayed again. If it gets delayed again, I think I'm going to create a second channel. And we're going to put this channel to sleep until GTA 6. It's so demotivating when they do the delays, man. You build your whole thing around it. Like... There are some things out there that Rockstar do that are just somewhat demotivating, But, I don't know. I think, yeah, if it gets delayed again, I think I'm going to make a new channel. M1 says, I predict a trailer in April or May. That's when Rockstar typically start putting out trailers. Yeah, I hope so too, man. Both of you are the GOATs. Thank you, sir. Nicholas says, I love clickbait. Problem with Lucivit. Yeah, boy. I think it's tasteful, It's not like I'm promising someone $1 million and they don't get $1 million. Like this, it's just the way it's worded. Like, it is clickbait in a way, but it's not promising something. It gives the viewer, like when you look at it, a false sense of what the video is meant to be about. Not failing to deliver that. Because the question is, well, not the question, it says, the title, the problem with a female protagonist in GTA 6. People assume it means one thing, but it actually means the other. It's very different to, those typical money glitch videos, right? Where people are like, how to make $1 million in GTA in 5 minutes, and then the video plays and it takes like 2 hours to get $1 million, whatever it is. I think it's different and tasteful. I think it's done in a good way. Is this about GTA 6, or are you just talking to your Raven boy? I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, man. Bogan Cal, let's go. What is this number one bullshit? If I'm not going to talk about GTA 6, I'm leaving. Oh, well, you can go fuck right off then, you little bitch. Go have a sook. Get out of here. No kidding, I own Gran Torino. Dude, Gran Torino is a good movie. I really enjoyed that one. Star says, I have one thought. What would y'all think of gun mounting objects like cover, walls, rails? Battlefield 6 did it, and I think it would look cool in third person. You want that like in GTA 6? It could be interesting. Like, you go to a military base, it would make sense to have, guns mounted onto things. But out in the public, I don't know if that'd be too interesting. Maybe like add an ammunition. That would kind of make sense. I got Sully, American Sniper, and Gran Torino. American Sniper, I haven't watched that one in a while. Sully, I wouldn't mind rewatching though. I feel like I watched that a few months ago, but yeah, all great films right there. Cursed Abyss says, have you played the game called Dispatch? Cursed Abyss, yes sir, I've played that. Dude, I love that game. I think that's my favorite game of 2025. I love that game so much. I convinced my partner, I'm like, you gotta play this game. It's so easy. It's just multiple choice and a little bit of a mini game sort of stuff in there. Play it. And she played it. She doesn't really play games too much, but whatever. She got so into that game. We ended up going out and buying her a low end PC just so she could go and play it. So it hooked me. It hooked her. I think that game's so good. Caden says, drop your address. We all love games, man. In the end, think of yourself as poor man's Blockbuster, playing the games we can't live through. We all love games, man. In the end, think of all yourself as your poor man's Blockbuster, playing the games we can't live through you there. I am confused by what you said, but I think I understand. Games are just essentially like an escape, you know? And that's what we love about games. Colt says, but you need to rewatch Trapped now. My judgment is solid. Oh, man, I'm going to have to do it. Bav, do you think Australia has good wrestling? Dude, do we have wrestling here? I don't know, man. Australians don't do good anything. You know, you watch an Australian film and it's always set in the outback. You know, everyone's a fucking cowboy out there. Or a cattle farmer. I don't know. I don't think Australians make good media. I really don't. Australian video games, we got AFL. They made an AFL game. It's so bad if you compare that against FIFA. I guess FIFA has, a lot of money behind it. But I'm just so pissed off that we don't have a good Australian rules footy stuff. Like games and all that. But is what it is. If it gets delayed again, I'll just continue waiting. I guess that's all we can really do. Drew says, sounds good. Maybe a pre-order announcement for May in February. You know what? That could work. Drop a trailer in February. Pre-orders going live in May. Who knows? Blood Rainer says, maybe a 24-hour live stream, play all your videos on a loop. I have thought about that, Blood Rainer. I have thought about that. But there's only one YouTuber that I know that has done that, Dark Viper. And they actually annoyed me a lot. Because, I'd get in. Every time I see one of my subscriptions alive, I feel like clicking on it, And then when I click on that, it's just the video playing and, there's no interaction there. You're not connecting with that person. You're not talking to him. It's just a video. So, I don't know. I've thought about it. It would be good. Generate a little bit of passive income, man. Unlimited money glitch. But, no, I don't know about that. Double speak. What's double speak? Caden says, Bav Plus. Exactly, Caden. I think that's the membership you should purchase right now. And then he says, I've got to head out. Have a good stream, everyone. Peace, Bav. Talk to you soon. He drops the membership and then leaves. That's all good, Caden. You take care, man. You take care. Sorry, clickbait was an autocorrect. Dude, I don't mind. I think clickbait is definitely a good word for it. Braden says, Saints Row is so bad. I bought it when it came out to try and give it a chance, but I've only played it once. I regretted it ever since. Never played it again. That sucks. Yeah, I tried to see the good in it. I think the only one I ever played was Saints Row 3 when I was a bit too young to really understand the story, and I didn't complete games back then. I just got in the car, drove around, but the idea of it looked cool. I don't know. We need a good GTA rival. That's what we need. And there are a few games out there. I'm going to pull them up right now. This game, I'll show you the screen in just a moment. And what's the other game? MCT made a video on it. I can't remember what it's called. And where's MCT's channel? Shout out to MCT as well. If you guys haven't already, MCT is the best fictional radio station in the GTA scene. No one else comes close to him. He is a fucking legend at his streams. I love his streams. I've missed them, actually. I haven't watched them in such a long time. Alright, I'm pulling it up in the background. What's the game called? Here we go. I spelled that wrong. I can't see because my mic is in the way. Oh, that's what it's called. It's called ends. All right. Let's pull this up. Boom. Okay. There are two GTA rivals, right? First one is Samson. I think Samson looks really cool. I don't know if any of you guys have seen this yet. Whoa, that's too loud. We don't want any of that. I'm just going to skip through it. Map looks pretty good. It looks fairly dense. Obviously not like a AAA game, I don't think. But it does look visually really nice. Like, look at that. I think it looks sick. You know, you got fighting in there. Boom. Driving around looks alright. Pretty sure it's from the guys that made Just Cause and some other games as well. I can't remember, but it does look super fun. I'm keen for this one. I think it's set in the 90s or the 2000s, one of the two. But anyways, this game looks super cool. I'm very hyped up for that. Second game that I'm kind of keen for. It's currently being developed. These guys are posting like devlogs and all that. 5 months ago was the last one. Let's click on this one. This is a UK GTA in a way. Hopefully it delivers. You know, it looks pretty good. Some people are complaining about the reused assets, but brother, they are not a huge company. Alright, I just want to show you guys a little bit of gameplay. Come on. That is such a cool thumbnail. Cyberpunk isn't fiction anymore. Here's why. Show me the gameplay, brother. They're showing like all of their devlogs and all that, like how they're building it. There you go. There's a little bit in there. But it kind of gives me hope that if this is like a really small team, maybe I can make a GTA 2. One set in Australia. I reckon it could be done. People say, oh, it doesn't make sense. There's no guns in Australia. There are guns. There are guns. And I do want to make it. I just feel like it could be written in a certain way. Maybe I'll get Kid Colt to be the lead writer on that. That'd be interesting. HVK VM67, I said 6720, date about 3M trailer. The trailer 3 for GTA, brother, I don't really know. I hope in the next 3 months we get something. Star says, I saw body cam footage of a cop sighting his handgun on a car hood during a shootout. Try not to get hit. Maybe cops can do it in GTA 6 but not the player. We'll see. New suggestion, The Road, directed by John Hillcoat. You're going to have to write these in the Discord because I'm going to forget about them. Since you're from Australia, have you seen the Huntsman spider? I'm going to have to look up a Huntsman. I've seen a lot of spiders. Yeah, I've definitely seen one of those bad boys. I've seen a lot of those bad boys, actually, yes. Fuck, man. Now I'm going to be thinking about them, alright? I don't like thinking about spiders because they're real. They do creep around. I'm just waiting for, like, it to crawl up my leg. I had one do that the other day. It's not good. There is actually a video in my Discord somewhere of me finding a spider on my desk. It is hilarious. I got to find that. I should reshare that. Is it Eric? I want to know if I'm saying your name right. I feel like it's Eric, but then there's an E after it. I don't know if that's part of the second name in there. Or is it Eris? Eris? Yes, exactly. A great escape. Most folks have access to YouTube now. Not to put... everyone can afford latest gaming console to enjoy the new games so we can live through the times. Exactly, man. Drew, MCT. Yes, MCT's the GOAT, man. He's the GOAT. John Hillcoat also directed The Proposition, an Australian anti-Western. I've seen this. M1 says, you think it would be a good idea for Rockstar to make an AI game engine so that GTA 7 doesn't take 20 years? I don't know if you guys just heard my stomach grumble then. I am hungry. I don't think that's a good idea. I think that'll be the death of Rockstar Games if they were to do that. Using AI isn't inherently bad. It is a tool. AI is a tool to help you speed up repetitive tasks and all that. Where I don't like AI is visuals. I don't think it should be in visuals because that's like a creative thing. People that write books and program as well might be like, oh, well, there's an artistic side to programming. Fair enough. I'm more so on the side of AI shouldn't be used to generate imagery or like videos, that should be a human touch, you know? It shouldn't be coming from a robot. But AI does help with, you know, simple tasks that are repetitive, you know, like coding, sometimes script writing as well. But, you know, those sort of techie things, they use them in games as well to be able to speed up things. I think that's acceptable. But to flat out do everything AI visually, it doesn't look good. I'm pretty sure in Clair Obscur, they used AI to generate light posts, and people were defending it and like, oh, it's just a light post. I'm like, yeah, but still, those visuals should be coming from a person at the end of the day. And if it is just a light post, it doesn't take that fucking long to do it. Star says it's got ambitious stuff for an indie game and at $20 apparently. Really? $20? That's so good. DaCosta, welcome in. Hi, I arrived now. I would like to know, what are your opinions about if the game will delay again or not? My opinions on it is, if they do delay the game, it'll be very demotivating. It will hurt a lot of the community. It won't hurt their sales in the end. People are still going to buy the game no matter what, but it is definitely going to hurt. If they drop a delay, people will be pissed off. It might even make people judge the game harsher than before, because there comes a point where you're hungry, right? You want dinner. You're at a restaurant. You're waiting for food. Waiter comes out. It'll be 10 minutes. Yeah, no worries. 10 minutes pass. Comes out. It'll be another 10 minutes. Oh, no worries. Comes out again. It'll be another 10 minutes. And then you start to just not even care about the food. You just don't care about it. And you're like, whatever, man. I don't give a fuck. Food gets there. You eat it and you're like, oh, well, you know, it could have been a little bit hotter, or, you know, could have had a bit of this. You know, you will start to judge it harsher depending on how long you wait for it. So the longer we wait, the harsher we're going to rate GTA 6. It comes out, maybe we'll be like, oh, well, this doesn't even feel like a next-gen game. It just feels like every other game. It just feels like GTA. The driving shit. This is shit. The story's shit. It'll happen if they keep doing that, because people are waiting for this game, and you're just killing the excitement. There will be a huge number of people that are still very excited for the game and will say it's great no matter what. But these are things that happen, and people like to pretend they don't. Bav, imagine if they made a Sleeping Dogs 2. Riaz, I still need to play all the Sleeping Dog games. I have not played them yet. That'd be tricky though. AI in video games is still being explored, and some results can be lazy-ish. Nicholas says, I wonder if, like Michael or Trevor or Franklin, are going to be in GTA 6 as an Easter egg, and they'll be aged like 14 years. I'm kind of optimistic they'll get Easter eggs. They will definitely be referenced in there somehow. I think if they were to feature Franklin, I think it'd be cool to have him and Lamar on like a podcast or something. You know, you tune your radio on and you just hear Franklin and Lamar talking on a talk show. That'd be sick. I'd be happy with that. Michael, I know we've kind of seen him in the latest DLC, but what I wanted for him was to, if he were to go there, he's just visiting for a little bit. He's filming a movie in the area, and there's trouble going on with the development of the film. He needs you to go and sort it out. Just like how we done to Solomon in GTA 5. He sends you out on errands, you go and help him. I think that'd be cool. As for Trevor, he is just a Florida man. He embodies that. He's literally a Florida man. So he could do anything. Bav, no, I just read that one. I read that one. AI generated Aussie GTA. No, I'm gonna make one, Stevie. All right, I'm gonna fucking make one. I think it'd be so fun to do. It'd be impossible to do. Let's be real. I don't have the skills for it, but I would love to do it. You know, write a story around it. Oh, what is that? I feel like I'm tripping out. I feel like I can see smoke in this room. Am I tripping? I feel like I'm tripping. I just like leaned forward and I feel like I can see smoke. 2 seconds. Dude, that's so trippy. I thought there was like smoke coming out of my microphone or something, and then I just quickly checked outside and make sure my house is not on fire. But Stevie, I want to make a GTA game. I want to write a good story for it. I keep coming up with like little ideas for story pieces in there, and I've never written a fucking story like that. Maybe I'd have to get Kid Colt out with that one, but dude, imagine that. I've got so many creative friends as well that get behind mics and they talk, so I could use them as voice actors. It would be very particular because I feel like some people would make it seem like they're just reading a script instead of it being themselves. Problem as well with that, if it's set in Australia, they can't all be American and they can't all be British. They have to be Australian, man. I need more Australian people with voices. Bav, what do you think about Assassin's Creed Shadows? That was one of the first Assassin's Creeds I was excited for like since a long time. I was so keen for it. I'm like, you know what? Kind of looks like they're going back to what an assassin is. So I was keen for it, but it just let me down. The ending was so shit, man. I'm quite familiar with the screenplay format. It should be like that. I hate spiders, me too. What are your thoughts on 171, the Brazilian GTA? I did see that actually. Good point. I think that does look kind of cool. I haven't really seen too much about it, but it does look interesting. I wish there were more games like that, more GTA competitors. It's just like a bunch of like small teams that come up with these games and they never go anywhere, unfortunately. Like they don't become true competitors, and it's going to be hard, especially with GTA's budget, you know. There was a TV show about a policeman solving crimes in Australia and Outback. Don't know the name. I think I know the name because I remember seeing the car. I'm pretty sure it has Eric Banner in it, does it not? Huntsman spiders are beautiful. They just chill on your walls and keep your house clean of other insects. Yeah, when I see a spider, I typically leave them alone unless they enter my space. So I had a spider in this room up in the top left corner. It was fine. I left him there for weeks and weeks. And then it decided, you know what? I'm going to walk on your desk. No, you're fucking not. Get off my desk. So unfortunately, he passed away. He suffered a tragic death. You guys made Mad Max 2. Mad Max... I haven't watched the early ones, but like the two latest ones, you can't even tell it's fucking Australian, you know? It's just trash. They're shit movies. Some of the visuals in there are good, but overall, I think Mad Max are shit movies. If a large portion of the buildings are going to be enterable in GTA 6, AI can come in handy generating those interiors. I think so too. I don't think it's too bad of an idea, like the way the system was explained to me. It's like, you know, you go into a room, there's a bunch of like check boxes, right? Like different variations that it can be. And then the AI will generate it. It'll be like the door will be, you know, option 3. The walls will be option 4. The furniture will be option 8. You know, that sort of stuff. And I think that would be kind of cool. When people hear it though, I think they mean like AI is going to just generate a chair that might just only have like 2 legs on it or something like that. It doesn't make sense. I think that's what people think that means. The shareholder is going to be pissed if it gets delayed again. I agree, man. I agree. I'm going to be one of them who buys the game no matter what. I'm 100% determined. I'm 100% determined too, but I definitely think I'm going to probably hold it to a higher standard if it gets delayed, because, you know, you kind of question yourself, was this delay worth it? I feel for Rockstar too, because they had to announce the game a lot earlier than they were ready to do so because of the leaks. The hand was basically forced. They can't just have the only footage of GTA out there be leaked footage. So I kind of get it. They weren't ready to share it, but they had to. What's your most wanted feature to be in GTA 6, Bav? I don't know about feature, but I want the Banshee. I know it's already in the game. I've seen it, but I'm keen on that. What else? I don't know about actual features, though. Yeah, I'll come back to you on that. I'm not too sure. Drew says, I'd love to see a new IP from Rockstar. Maybe like a superhero game or something new. That'd be kind of interesting. Do you think GTA 6 Online will be realistic? Define realistic. Because you don't want it to be too realistic and then it takes away from it being a video game, because at the end of the day it is a video game. And now people hate this game, Death Stranding, but I think Death Stranding does a really good job of being realistic but also being a video game, and, you know, having those stupid video game moments. Like, it's so realistic, you're immersed in it, and then something happens and you're like, oh dude, that was from this game, or that was from this movie. Like, they're just small little things that remind you that, hey, this is a game. You know, you're meant to have fun with it. It's not meant to be serious. It's not meant to be a simulator. So I hope that there are, you know, realistic in terms of like characters, the story, the overall world should look realistic, and I think it does based on everything we've seen. Some of the screenshots are just insanely realistic. But you don't want it to be too realistic where it feels slow and like the movement's slow. Like in Red Dead, it is a lot slower with the movement, but I feel like that comes with it being a Red Dead game and not a GTA game. But I hope it's not overly. I said overly. That's hilarious. Overly realistic. Like, I don't really want to fill up my tank in the game. I know Sav does. This is where me and Sav disagree. He wants to be able to fill up his tank. I don't think it's cool to do that. It'll be annoying and repetitive after a while. And the gas tank probably won't feel realistic. You know, you fill up your gas tank and it can last you like a week. In GTA, it would drain in like 20 minutes and it would just be annoying. Star says, you could make graphics similar to Retro City Rampage. Easy art style to replicate or find a good sprite. I'm going to search it up right now. Retro City Rampage. If I were to make a game, I don't think it would be 2D. I'd want it to be somewhat similar to like, you know, the 3D GTA games or even GTA 5 and 4 and all that. I want it to be a third-person game. Like an actual GTA clone. Like these ones are more so like the 2D games. Bless me. But yeah, it is pretty cool. It does look nice, but yeah, I definitely want to go for third person. Have you beaten Assassin's Creed Odyssey like full 100% all side quests? Nicholas, no, actually. Odyssey, is it Odyssey I'm thinking of? I think it is. Odyssey is one of the Assassin's Creed games where it just completely turned me off the franchise. I'm pretty sure it's Odyssey. I played Origins. I actually loved that. I didn't really like the RPG elements, but it was bearable and the story was good. When I went into Odyssey, I just hated it, man. It didn't feel like an Assassin's Creed game whatsoever. If it was a standalone game without any Assassin's Creed stuff, I think it'd be pretty good. But no, that game was... I didn't like that game, so I never went back and played that. And then Valhalla came out. I was kind of keen for it because I was watching Vikings at the time. But then I played the game. I'm like, dude, this is still not Assassin's Creed. Again, if it was a standalone game, I think it'd be pretty good though. But we'll be right back. Give me 1 minute, guys. All right, we're back. Wrong screen. This one. There we go. All right, where were we at? I'm definitely falling behind. I want to see the Holster making a comeback. That would be pretty sick. I wouldn't mind that. Have you played any of the Resident Evil games? I haven't played any of those, actually. What do you think of the basketball? What do you think the basketball will be like? I hope it's good. It does look like fun. I am not really too big into like sport games, to be honest. But, you know, Rockstar, would you call it a sister company? Take-Two own 2K. So maybe they're like, hey, can you guys just have a meeting and talk about basketball real quick? So hopefully they can, take some knowledge from them. Don't know if that'll happen, but I don't know. I hope it's good. Take-Two Interactive stocks were doing bad until GTA 6 trailer 1. That's probably why they released the trailer so early. Yeah, it's not a good look to have all your stuff leaked, so it's definitely about the stocks. I think it's still a good idea to invest in the stocks. I'm not a financial advisor, but I think you should invest in it before GTA 6 drops because it'll spike a lot, I think. I just don't know how to do it. So if anyone knows how to do stocks, let me know. Okay? Join my Discord. It's pinned, alright? Who do you think will play with first in GTA 6 from the beginning? I think we're going to play as Lucia. I think it'll be a bit of her backstory in there. There's two ways I'm thinking of it, right? Either we play as Lucia first, figure out her backstory, or we'll start as Jason and then Lucia's backstory is told through flashbacks. I don't think Rockstar have done that before. Have they? Have they done flashbacks? Not sure, but two ways they could go about that. But anyways, from the prison scene, I feel like Jason and Lucia might not know each other at that stage. I'm the only one that has this theory. I don't think anyone else thinks it's a good one. If Kid Colt's listening, he hates this. But I think Jason, or Brian goes up to Jason and says, hey, I need you to pick someone up from prison. Her name's Lucia. Go get her. Yep, no worries. I'll do that for you. He goes to the prison, picks her up. Then they don't know each other, but they're like, damn, you're kind of hot. And then they get together and start going on their like little rampages. Lucia was meant to leave the country or whatever, but she decided to stay, or she was meant to leave the state. And instead she stayed, and Jason and her end up working together. Maybe. Who knows? Are you excited for the chance of 6 stars returning as GTA 6? I am. I think it's fitting. It's fitting. It should be in there. Euphoria deaths should be better for online players and maybe carry the injured system when shot, or is limping too overpowered for GTA Online balance? No, I think that's good. I think if you get injured, you should, like, limp in a way. There was a glitch in GTA Online very early on. I can't remember how you done it. I think it was to do with helicopters, but you could do it in a way where your character would like hold their ribs and then you could aim your gun separately. It just looks so cool. I hope they do stuff like that. Get shot in the hand, you can't use your hand. You get shot in the leg, just like limping it behind you. I'd like that. Racing Road says, I want no spoilers for GTA 6. Me too. I agree, man. So stay away from the internet when it drops, alright? Or you're going to be spoiled. You just turn the gas tank on and off. That is true. Colt says, but what's your story scope? You need to ascertain what it is before actually making it into a video game, because not all stories are lengthy enough for a game. Some stories are short. Well, you would write the story to be as long as it needs to be, That's a whole conversation. I think we should definitely chat about it, because I think we could tell a story in there. 6 stars wasn't in the leaked footage. There was a lot of stuff in the footage that were from GTA 5, so it makes sense that there weren't 6 stars, but they reuse these. I don't really know the words and terminology behind it, but when they're making a game, they would use a bunch of the stuff they used in their previous game, so GTA 5 or Red Dead, and it would just be ported into there just as a base, and then they can mold it from there. So that makes sense. Pretty sure they were mentioned that it would have 6 stars in the actual game, so hold out for that. I think we're going to get 6 stars. Michael will eventually show up and use Trevor's toilet, and Franklin will eventually show up to defend his house. I had no idea what that meme meant at all. I got a random comment saying that on one of my videos. I'm like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? And then I searched it up, and it turns out there's a whole meme behind it. It is hilarious. New part of the spider mystery has been found in Red Dead 2. Let's go. When that is finished, Blood Rainer, I kind of want to make a video on it. Colt, you can help out with that too. We should do the spider theory. When it's complete, let everyone else do the hard lifting or heavy lifting. We'll credit them, of course. But I think it'd be good if someone, made a video on that. Like, talking in it. Drew says, I'm not going to be on YouTube or my devices when GTA 6 comes out for a few days or so. That's fair, man. So definitely take the time to enjoy the game. Log off of everything. Stay off of everything. I made the mistake with Avengers Endgame of going on the internet, and it got spoiled for me. I was so fucking pissed about that. But yeah, try and stay away from it. Jason and Lucia already know each other. The trailers confirm this. They don't confirm it. They don't confirm it, Colt. They do not confirm it. Jason is going to play first because Jason will have to break Lucia out of prison. She's not really being broken out of prison, though. He goes up to the gate and says, hey, here to pick her up. So she's served her sentence. She's not really getting broken out. Glad you agree, Bav. Well, people do say storytelling is about story delaying. You mean placeholder? There you go. That's the one. Placeholders, that's what is called when games. Yeah, they use that. So all those systems that you see on, like, in the leaked footage, they're like placeholders. They take them from the previous games because they're the tools they use, and then they change them up. They tweak them to fit the new game that they're making. So I think 6 stars will be in the game. How much would you pay to play GTA 6 early? You don't want to know, man. You don't want to know. I would pay a lot. Chris, welcome in, man. Yo, everyone. Good to have you in here, brother. Luis says, you think Tommy from Vice City is going to be in GTA 6? I don't think Tommy Vercetti is going to be in GTA 6 at all. It's a different universe, man. They might, spin the character, and it could be someone completely different. What's his name? Oh, what's his name? Colt, help me out here. Avery Carrington from Vice City. I think he's in San Andreas, right, as well. But Avery Carrington, he appears in GTA Online as Avery Duggan. So it's based on the same person, but they're changing the last name, so it's a different person. But I feel like if they were to introduce Tommy, that's kind of how they would do it. But they kind of don't really need to as well at the same time. But there's definitely going to be so many Tommy Vercetti Easter eggs and all that scattered throughout. But him physically appearing, I don't think the chances of that are very high. I think Michael's son moves to Leonardo Vice City, or maybe he's a neighbor of Jason. He definitely moves there. So, for those of you who don't know, in the new update for GTA Online, Amanda mentions that Jimmy has moved out of home, away from home. And then in one of the cut text messages, Jimmy texts you, I think it's probably going to be in part 2 of this update, he says that he's moved out of state, so he's no longer in Los Santos, he's no longer in southern San Andreas. I think that's quite obviously hinting at him appearing in GTA 6. The way I can see it happening, I'm going to pull up a photo. The way I can see this happening, boom, boom, boom. Open a new tab. Yuck. How do I open the image in new tab? Oh, here, right there. Okay. That's not it. Display cam. Boom. Okay. This is how I can see it happening. You go to Cal's house, and Jimmy's in there. They're just playing games together, just like how Korg and Meek were doing in Endgame. Jimmy's just like one of Cal's friends that he met online, and he's coming over. He's gonna try and live in Vice City or whatever, Leonardo, and they're just buddies. I think that's how they could do it. I think it'd be hilarious for Cal and Jimmy to just be mates. M1 says, nah, bro, how will we survive without the internet, dude? It's going to be tough, trying to stay off it. And even as a creator, because I can't stay off it. It's kind of my job to be on it. But yeah, just in the lead up to it, Twitter, go through and mute as many words as you can relating to it. Mute accounts as well. Just, if you have to be on the internet, try and stay away from it. Mute as many words as you can. Block accounts if you have to. You don't want it to be spoiled. Colt says, the Spider Dream mystery is all there. It begins and ends in the same place around the telegraph poles. People are just trying to make stuff up in it, trying to be... and tying it with the original mystery, but they're not related. There you go. What people do for clicks, man. What characters from GTA 5 do you think could return in GTA 6? Well, I guess we already got Jimmy. He's going to return. And then it's going to be a bunch of small minor characters that you don't really care about. Agent 14 would be kind of cool to see over there. I do like his character. Pavel, I like his character. I don't know if it really makes sense for him to move. Trying to think. Martin Madrazo would kind of make sense with smuggling sort of stuff. That'd be sick. Or even El Rubio. That could work. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of characters. Who do you guys want to see in there? Lenny Avery and Avery Duggan are both inspired by Avery Carrington. Lenny Avery, I don't know that one. Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah, fair enough. The real estate dude. Yuck, is that him? That's not him. Or is that him? That's such a bad one. Well, I'm glad they done Avery Duggan, because that dude there, he's hideous. I can see that, honestly. MG, good to have you in here, man. I think Jimmy is a strangers and freak mission. It could happen. I have no idea how this is going to run on PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series XS. We're going to see. Rockstar are pretty decent at optimizing their game, so I think they can pull it off. It's going to be very interesting, though, to see. There's no doubt about that. I just hope that it gets 60 frames. I really do. A lot of people have doubts about it. I'm the only one that's somewhat optimistic that Rockstar are going to be able to pull it off. I can survive off the internet because we'll have GTA 6, exactly. But the lead up to it, like the week before, when you don't have GTA 6, people are going to somehow have early copies. Like, people that work at like GameStop or something like that, they're going to steal copies. I reckon it'll happen. For preventing spoilers, stay off Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and just be careful in videos on YouTube. Exactly. I'm not going to be posting any spoilers or anything like that, but I totally understand that people are going to be staying off. Cole says, just get a real job. It'll get you out of your phone for days. That's true. That's true. Probably going to remove Twitter from my phone in the weeks before GTA 6. That's a good idea. Jack, welcome you, man. Maybe some GTA 4 characters could return. I think Jerry Kapowitz could return. I think he will too. In the ending of GTA 4, the Ballad of Gay Tony, is it? He picks up the diamonds, and then it's said that he wants to start a gun and liquor store in Vice City. So I think it's going to happen. I think he's going to be there. And if they forget about that and they don't include him, then you know something at Rockstar has really changed. If they don't remember that shit, because he needs to be in the game. The Border Patrol characters are going to return. They could. I'm going to let you know I'm in chat, but I'm driving, so I can't really type too much. That's all good, T-Burn. We're going to wrap up here in any minute now, actually. But Colt says there is a Russian mobster from GTA 4 who might show up in GTA 6. His name is Kenny Petrovic or something. What makes you say that he's going to be in the game? I'm going to search him up. What's the law, Kid Colt? A bit pissed off today since the scroll wheel on my ROG mice just stopped working. That's not good, man. My scroll wheel on my keyboard, I got a scroll wheel for volume. It worked for like a few weeks when I first got it, and then it's just died. And I'm so pissed because I really liked that. Xbox Series S is very strange. Base consoles seem good. PS5 Pro might have enhancements and the 60 frames you're looking for. Rockstar is working with PlayStation engineers. Yeah, I've got the PlayStation 5 Pro ready for GTA 6. That's the whole reason I bought it, is for GTA 6. So I'm ready. Nicholas says, and there's going to be gay bars too, but I don't know why there will be an option to make Jason gay. I don't think there's going to be an option to make Jason gay. He's very clearly in a relationship with Lucia. But in the Ballad of Gay Tony, you had gay bars, and Luis is not gay. Luis is a very straight man. So I don't think that's really a massive issue right there. Kenny Petrovic runs a drug smuggling operation in Vice City. He owns fast boats. There you go. There was a character actually in one of the videos I made. Do you remember the video I made, Cole? It's GTA 4 characters that appear in GTA 5. There's one of them in there that has something to do with Vice City. I can't remember who it was. I'm going to pull it up in the background. Where's my list of characters? Packy, nope. I think it might have been Aldo Napoli. Yeah, it's Aldo Napoli. But Aldo Napoli does die in GTA 5. But we also know that the canon options aren't always right, if that makes any sense. So in GTA, you get gold medal objectives for completing things a certain way, which some people use that as a way to determine whether or not something's canon, but it's not always the case. Because in one of the endings, you have to like kill Tao Chang or Mr. Chang. Do they both have the same name? I can't remember. There's an objective where you got to kill the triads with explosives, and doing that would mean that all of them die, but Tao Chang somehow survives that. So therefore, Alden Apley could be alive and could appear in Vice City, if that makes sense. I got a video on it. I'm getting a PS5 Pro in the summer. Very nice, man. Hope you enjoy that. Sorry, that was Star that said that. Hope you enjoy that one. It's a good console. I do enjoy it. I am an Xbox main, but I'm definitely moving over to the PlayStation for that. Drew says, hope you have an amazing rest of your day and excited. Thanks, man. I appreciate you for stopping by, Drew. Take care, and if you need anything, man, you just message me, alright? Always here for a chat. Jack says, I mean, what if Lester makes a cameo in GTA 6? Maybe, but Lester is retired now. He's finished with heists and all that, so maybe he lives in Vice City now. But, like, he's out of the game, you know? You won't see anything to do with him anymore. I don't know. We're going to wrap up here. So if you guys have any last questions, feel free to drop them right now. And we'll try and get through them all. Where am I at? Luis says, I own a PC, but I'm tempted to buy a PS5 for GTA 6. I think you should. You don't want to experience GTA 6, you know, the most anticipated game in the world, by watching YouTube videos. You want to be able to play it yourself. So I think it's fair enough to go out and buy a PlayStation just for GTA 6, if you can afford it. Do you think certain countries, you have to show your ID to play GTA 6? I think the way the world's going, man, probably. It's so bad now that you have to upload an ID into certain things. The Australian government as well, they're talking about removing TikTok altogether, I think. So that's trash. I don't know what's going on with the world. It's going backwards. It's so bad. Thank God, Racing Road. There's always ways to get around that bullshit. There are. I need to get a sponsor with a VPN. That's what I need to do. W Glass, welcome in. I can see Elizabeth Torres returning in GTA 6, especially with Lucia in prison. True. I wonder if she's had any connections to those characters, because I'm sure there will be a connection to be able to like tie it into that story. I think it'd be kind of cool. Nothing like too crazy, but I'd love to see that. Like I always say, story is canon, gameplay is not. Exactly right. Exactly right. I'll enjoy it, thanks. MG says, do you think we're going to get any news on GTA 6 on Take-Two call in Feb? I don't think so. I personally don't hold out for them. And if you're planning on staying up for it, don't. Just wait for a YouTuber to cover it, because I guarantee it's probably not going to be anything interesting. That's what happens when you have people out of touch in leaderships. Exactly right. All right, guys. We are going to wrap it up here. Thank you all very much for stopping by and tuning in. I really appreciate it. Next stream will likely be next week, just because this week is a bit packed. But if you want to be up to date and like in the know with when I'm streaming and all that, join the Discord server. It is pinned right now. So join that, and I'll see you guys in there. And quick message from Sav.
Use code BAV at checkout for 10% off gamer subs, by the way.